So because the last video did so well, I thought I'd do my relegation contenders for this season in the Premier League. I think it's very safe to say Aston Villa are just out of it at this moment in time anyway. Obviously it could all change, but it's just very, very unlikely. Obviously we're sitting in 11th and basically everyone under there, everyone's in it. You know, obviously the Crystal Palace and I think Wolves are on 27 points, so they're just leading the pack. But after, you know, in the relegation, you got teams on 24 points, so it's that tight down there right now. So yeah, if you're going to stick around, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 800 subscribers right now, and yeah, it would mean the most to me and Ben. So yeah, we'll just get straight into this video. So to start off, I might as well just talk about everyone in the relegation spot. So starting off from Southampton to Bournemouth to West Ham. But I do have to say this, you know, Southampton are nowhere near relegated as of yet. You know, they're only on 23 points. I think, you know, Leicester's just above the relegation, probably about 24, 25 points. It's really, really tight down there. And just to think, like, you know, 12th place is only on 27 points. Anyone in that, you know, 12th downwards, anyone can go down. And, you know, it's very entertaining, let's be honest with you. But, you know, starting with Southampton, you know, the fixtures they've got coming up very tough, but at the end of the day, they've shown they can get wins against these teams. You know, the 1-0 against Leicester, 1-0 against Chelsea. I'm not too sure who their manager is. I think it's just a manager until the end of the season. But I think it is them. I think they're destined to go down now. So yeah, in my 20th place, it's going to have to be Southampton, only because I think it just comes down to too little too late, if you know what I mean. And it's not the fact they don't have any good signings in there. You know, Nathan Jones got in the logs of Alcaraz, which I think is quite a decent player. I think it's just too little too late at the end of the day for them. So I might as well go on to my 19th spot, which I don't think it will be that much of a shock to me, but I'm going to have to go with Bournemouth. Purely because they don't really have much going forward. Like, I'm not too sure where the goals are coming from. You know, I think Billing is quite a decent player, in my opinion. But when we went against them, and obviously beating 3-0, they didn't really have too much going forward. And, you know, I can't say it's too little too late for them, because, you know, I wouldn't be too surprised if Bournemouth were to stay up. With, you know, they can grind out wins. Obviously, we've seen it against the likes of Liverpool. But yeah, I just can't really see them staying up at all. So yeah, my 19th spot has to be Bournemouth. So in my 18th spot to be relegated from the Premier League this season, I was so close putting Crystal Palace there, purely because they have not won one game this year, which is crazy to see. I thought Patrick Vieira would have done a better job, in my opinion. I thought he showed a bit more than Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard. But at the end of the day, it just did not work out for him. Probably was the right decision getting rid of him, but at the end of the day, they've appointed Roy Hodgson again, which obviously he's only going to be here till the end of the season. But at the end of the day, there's still other managers out there, like, you know, hungry to be a Premier League manager. But I think, you know, Crystal Palace would just about do it, probably like 17th or 16th. But my 18th spot is going to be Leeds United, and I know that may come as a bit of a shock. Obviously, they've just beaten Wolves. I think they got a draw against Brighton. But at the end of the day, I think it'll be that one game that comes to the last game of the season. You know, they'll have to get that win at the end of the season, or else they'll be relegated. You know, it's going to happen to someone. And at the end of the day, it might come as a shock to people, me saying that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, 12. I can't keep saying it. 12th to 20th. It's so tight down there. And, you know, they've got some tough fixtures coming up as well. And I can't lie, they do have some decent players in there, but as I've said, you know, what I've just said there, it's going to come to the last game of the season. So yeah, that might have come as a bit of a shock to some people. I haven't put like Palace or Everton in there. It's just my opinion at the end of the day. Will it happen? Who knows? Probably not. But yeah, please leave a comment. Who do you think is going to get relegated this season? Because at the end of the day, it could be bloody anyone. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Up the Villa, the pride of Villa. We'll see you in the next video against Chelsea.